Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Alienards if we cannot even slay single Ivies? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Alienard will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of Skalaken. Moreover, it was House Alienards that sealed the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralds the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by the despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. What did you find at the Steel Village? Eu às vezes invento com cada palavra. Não está village em lado nenhum neste texto. Steel Vigil. I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. An not unreasonable fear given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association yours. Following the evidence. As I see it, the key to providing Lord Francel's innocence is crediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across the Porphyries, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Someone tampering with shipments. Fury struck me now. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't give me that look, lad. I'm a household Highland art man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them who work in trade routes, and I've never had cause question their faith. But if it wasn't them either, your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Huh? Could have could it have been the fellows what were responsible in for the inspections? Ishgard Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon Reckon that means the porters are most likely suspects. Hate to ink it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim on today. You might consider having a word with them. Beg your pardon? You suspect that reporters have been planting draconian rosaries in house alien artist shipments? Nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But it's impossible. Once the night at White Worm Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will, go to Lord Hoshafant. I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for or Skyfire locks? At beggar's belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Alienar's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand, and praise alone that he did. Lord Francis trails upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Esta que é a missão, in the eyes of gods and men. From the very first I knew it could not be that so many members of House Alienart were heretics. At least we can give a light to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigi. Tell her that House Fortemps asks Knight demands that Lord Francis' trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Oshafant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at which drop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Alon's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. That's not reassuring. They have taken Lord Francel to a witch drop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Joseph, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to a witch drop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillermo in person. I will endeavor ever not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Hail, Joseph. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us a threat... Ai! But if this... Ai, falei tudo errado. But who am I? Acho que... Porque... Estava de ser um algoritmo. Isso atrapalhou-me a língua. Algoritmo. Must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Ah! Eu estou a falar com ela e ela assim que se vê. Como é que é? Joachim Charlemagne Francel de Halianart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is that what you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed to the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of God and man. Look from a cliff and press your fists to fury. The righteous shall take their place in Hallown's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their ancient forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Four Thames, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hoshafant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of facts has been conducted. Lord Hoshafant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in illegal proceedings... Sei... Não consigo ler. But that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings stationed by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of the Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Hoshafant arrives, Joseph, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Leonard. They have used you and your fellows to sow discords, the Inquisitor, to set brother against brother that we may tear ourselves apart. The fever imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, it was you summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Oshofant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of what of which first brought you to Courtiers, Joseph. Pray locate your errant fair ship and use it. Lord Oshofrant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been in any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I, I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Leonard. Praise alone it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Joseph. Pray visit me at Cramp Dragon Head once you have recuperated. Recuperated.